Hey everybody, Adam here with Hometown Acres. Welcome back. We are back down here at the Firewood Yard expansion project. It is about 85 degrees out right now and it's only going to get hotter as the day goes on. So I think it's a good day to spend some seat time in the air-conditioned cab of the mini excavator. So we got all of our slash burnt up and we've got a pretty decent sized pile of ash here in the middle. I'm going to go ahead and get that moved out of the way, and then I want to start doing a little bit of grading. I know that this mini excavator with the blade is not a skid steer or a dozer by any means, but we do have, you know, a little bit of a low spot right here, and it creeps back up over there, a little high here, kind of low there. So what I want to do is just try to kind of eyeball this as best I can, see what it looks like when I feel comfortable with it, and then maybe get the transit out and see where we're at after that. But it doesn't have to be perfectly level unless we decide we want to put a building on it, but I at least want to get it close so that, you know, I can come down here with the tractor and not feel tippy or anything like that, and start doing some work down here. All right, let's get that air conditioning fired up. Definitely going to be kicking up a lot of stuff here when I dig into this pile. Trying to knock it down a little bit so then I can start pushing it out with the blade. This fire was burning about 6 days ago. I haven't added to it since then, and just by stirring it around, it just caught again. It has been hot and dry here. We haven't had any rain in about 10 days, and there's none in the forecast for another 10 days. Trying to do this in an open station tractor with a box blade, that would be miserable. 85 degrees and all this ash and stuff. we go. We got it all smoothed out. Is it absolutely perfect and on grade? Absolutely not. But it's definitely a lot smoother. Gonna be a lot easier getting in and out of here, less bumpy with the tractor, especially if I'm carrying IBC totes or bunks of lumber in and out of here. But yeah, the old mini excavator is definitely not a dozer. But in the famous words of Captain Kleeman, run what you brung. And what I brung was a 6-ton mini with a blade on the front and the tractor with a box blade to come in here and kind of polish it up when it was all done. Now, if you're wondering why I didn't use the tractor with the box blade to do the whole thing, the reason is because the mini excavator weighs about 3 to 4 times as much as the tractor and has twice the horsepower. Plus with the tracks, you just have more traction. And there's a reason they call them box scrapers, because they pretty much just scrape. It's really hard to cut into virgin ground with a 35 horsepower tractor that only weighs about 3,500 pounds and a box scraper. The front blade on there, it took quite a bit longer than a skid steer or a dozer would have, but it's still able to cut. And that's what I needed, was I needed the weight and the power to be able to cut down the high spot that was here and fill in the low spot over here. You can tell it's still a little bit high here, but it's definitely a lot better than it was. And no, I did not get the transit out to do any of this. I just did this all from, feeling the seat on the excavator. And it's actually crazy. I thought this was gonna be a lot harder than it really was, but when you're in the seat of the machine and you're driving and tracking across back and forth, you really can feel when you're going uphill, downhill, where you need to cut, where you need to fill. And until we decide to put a building down here of some sort, I think this is gonna be just fine for working in here. So you would think with all the work that we've done in here between ASV forestry mulching all of these trees down, piling up all the slash and burning them, coming in here and smoothing it out, that we'd have some kind of plan for what we want to do with this woodyard expansion. Right now, it's all still up in the air. I have no idea what we want to do here, either put the sawmill, the firewood processor, the Eastimate axis. One of the things that I really would like to do, and one of my goals for this, is to be able to create some kind of structure that I can keep the excavator under, because even though it's designed and made to live outside, it's gonna last a lot longer if you can keep it under a roof, keep those UV rays off all your hydraulic hoses and lines and everything like that, keep all that stuff from dry rotting out. So kind of what we're thinking is some kind of structure down here. I don't really know what that is yet, but things we've looked at is possibly putting 2 shipping containers with a space in between and putting a roof over top of that space. I could keep the tractor in one of the shipping containers, keep the excavator underneath the roof in between them, and then use the other one for the chainsaws and all of the equipment we use down here. Another thought is some kind of pavilion that we could either build with material off of the sawmill or have Koblenz builders come back out here and put up a nice pavilion that we can keep all the equipment under. Let me know if you guys have any good ideas of what to do with this space, but getting it cleared, opened up, and smoothed out is half the battle, and now we have options. Anyway, if you guys enjoyed this one, give me a big thumbs up, click that subscribe button, and we'll catch you on the next one. Thanks for watching.